Hello and welcome to the second episode of Construction Branford. Looking good. I added this power line. Oops. I should be able to block though. Oh no. There we go. Anyways, so I have this power line here, which runs all the way to over here. I have to figure out where the second one's going to go. I think that looks very good and adds detail to my city. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it because I didn't know if I liked the design. I like it as of right now. I could always change it later. Like I mentioned, we're going to finish this in today's video. Finish the bush, add the tree here. So I think the first thing is this backyard. We're going to continue this bush over and around. Well, this bush is going to stay like that. Now, how far back do we want to go? First, let's check the distance. Again, I can't remember how long it is. It is 29 blocks, so let's see how far back it should be. 7, 28, 29 is there. Should the backyard be like 10 blocks? 11, 12. I think 13 blocks is perfect for a backyard of this build. That height. Looks pretty good to me. So we're going to go ahead and finish it. Now I think on this back wall, I'm actually going to use some brick. So we're going to grab some brick here. I'm thinking like this nice darker color. Like that. And like that. Something like this will look cool. I like what we did here. We did something. What kind of block is that? Like polished blackstone? What suppose blackstone looks like in this? Ooh, blackstone does look pretty okay. It follows that design, which we could also... How does that look? You know, I kind of like that. Blackstone. It doesn't have a slab though. You know, I like that. So original design. Obviously, we need like a fence, gate. We need something. Iron. I don't know what we're gonna use yet. You know what? I do like that design. It makes a nice little back wall. I just want to see how... Because it has to line up perfectly with the other side. Which I think this does. Oops. We'll fill these up real quick. We do have to add some back windows, some side windows here. All the rest of the detail. So let's continue this. Probably the best idea is just to go above. Didn't mean to break it. I do like how realistic this is, and that's like a very important part of this city design I want to go for, is as much detail as I can. Now, since we're keeping the same detail, we have to go on this side too. which we can. Which I like. Yeah, you know what? That looks perfect. So we'll continue this. Slabs on top. I like how it doesn't go to the front of the house, but it could. And then we'll fill these in. And from the top, it's looking like this. Now, like I said, this is 29 blocks. Now, what we could do is every 29 blocks have a power pole. Now, the only thing I don't know about doing that, it means there's going to be a power pole on every single corner like that. Like, it could be in the middle, right? We'll have to see how it goes. But that's the design of it, guys. So I'm going to grab some ideas of how I'm going to finish it, because I had it in my brain. And I'll come back and I'll pop this rest together. Okay, we got to put the rest of the stuff together now. So let's start with one of these sides. This is like the little gate people go through. I could put a door though, but I think it looks better this way. I do like this path. I don't know if I like it 3 wide because it's not much room. Even 2 looks a little weird. But I mean, what we can do. Looks pretty good this way, so you know what? The attention of this build, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'll continue it on to there. We got like a swimming pool and stuff back here, I'm thinking. There's also needs to be a back entrance for this property, so these are all things I gotta consider while building. Doesn't really matter the direction of the sun. We can even... I guess it is set today, so let's do time set. Noon's a bit brighter. There we go. And you know what? I do like that. There we go. You get a little bit of that shine in there. Can't really see what's inside, but that's okay. I don't mind that little bit of detail. Oh, man. Hey, look at that. I can go through the power lines. I kind of like that little bit of detail. I have to figure out what to do with the pool. With the pools and stuff. That's a whole later thing. There's going to be a pool back here. Speaking of pool to pools. See what I did? I know, it's not really that funny. We're going to copy this window. So we're going to grab glass pane. Trim. We'll grab an item frame. Oh, wait. What's the distance? Like 1 block down? Yep, 1 block down. This is all how to get a detail going. Like I said, there's got to be something added into this, because now you can see on this side. Which we can... basically copy it like that. There we go. Now we need a window. There's just gotta be trim. That looks really good. Yep. And we can add a little bit like that. Now, sadly, we can't add any trim in now. But a little bit of trim is as much detail as you can. It goes through there. Then it's going to go through the side like this, too. I do like that little bit of trim. Really adds detail. We can't really add anything to the top of that. But what we can do is... we're going to have to figure out how to do trim here. First, we're going to have to add this trim. You guys will get an idea. But then you see there's going to be trim on the bottom here. I have noticed that they use a little bit of a thinner trim. So, you know what? We're going to do that same thing here. There we go, that would fix that. And we're going to do the same thing here. And if you go on this side, this is all going to be popped. Since it's not popping, we're going to have to just... there we go. That looks much better for trim. I didn't want to really do this and destroy this, but... this is going to look so much better. That is much more realistic than what I had it. Trim there. That corner. We're going to do this. And then we can just do... there we go. There we go. So it's taking me a while. I'm trying to learn how to do it. But that is looking much better. I'll have to add some sort of detail though, which we'll get to. Now, we want the entrance. Realistically speaking, there's going to be a kitchen somewhere here. So I think just a window here will look good. Alright guys, this is the end of this video. This is the tree I made. Look at the leaves fall. Honestly, I think that looks really cool. The attention to details in that is amazing. With the power lines. Couple flower pots here. We'll go around. I have a fence. And a fenced gate. Which I think that turned out pretty good for this design I was going for. I'm quite happy with the city. We have this cut lawn still going to the backyard. Couple more planters here with a pool. My favorite thing about this pool, if you go underneath, if you see from above, it just looks like an ordinary pool. You can't really see too much. I wish there was a bit more light. I think I need more light here. So I'll probably add some more light off camera. But other than that, like, look at the water just totally come off my face while I get out of the pool. The detail in this is incredible. This is walled. You can't really go in now. There's a vent there, another light. it'll vent up there, a chimney. And honestly, this is such an amazing build. I enjoyed it. I'm thinking about adding another tree or something that goes right there for the backyard. But other than that, this is the end for this episode. Basically, for constructing Branford, we're going to keep building houses, wall mounts, highways, everything you can think of, and build just a massive city. It's not always going to be flat. I'm planning to add some details, mountains, coves, all that good stuff. Please smash the like button, subscribe. That's the best way to show your interest in this series I'm doing. And I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.